Hi, welcome back. So, in a break from tradition, this is being filmed at home because I'm running out of time. If I don't film it now, you're just not going to see it. So, Year 10 are starting a topic called medical ethics, and it's part of the RE element of the curriculum we're doing in futures. And the goal is that we look at different religions and how they might approach certain challenges so that we can maybe inform our thinking based on how they've thought about these things. And the start of this topic is a lesson where we look at the value of life, because if we're going to explore issues from gene editing through to organ donation, we need to understand what we consider to be where the value of life comes from, I guess, and how we define that value. And so we ask students, well, is life valuable only because we were created by a god, or does life have value regardless of whether that's true or not? And maybe if we, I don't know, determine where that value lies. And students tend to arrive at the answer that our actions are what determine our life's value. So we're not valued because we were special and created. We're valuable because of the things we choose to do. And this topic's all about playing devil's advocate. So whatever they say, we'll try and challenge that. So when they come up with things like this, what I've been saying is, well, and you'll know this as a parent, the most valuable thing you've got is your child, right? And yet they had that value when they first arrived. Before they'd done a single thing, they occupied that status of the most valuable thing you had. So maybe it's not about our actions. But then, if what I've said is true, then I guess love comes into all of this. Okay, well, let's play devil's advocate again. If evolution exists independent of a god, then I don't love my kids. I just think I do. What's really going on is a flush of chemicals is flooding through my brain to try and convince me to keep my line going. These feelings aren't real. If there's independent of God, does that mean our life's independent of meaning? Again, we're just trying to challenge their thinking, because what we tend to find is that we're very quick to say what we don't believe. We're not so quick to then think, okay, what does that mean about what I do believe, if you follow? So the main goal for today's lesson, what gives our life meaning? And what I'd like to kind of follow on from that is asking them, well, are you being deliberate about your life? If you've decided that life has meaning because of our actions, are you being deliberate in crafting a life of purpose and value? Because a lot of us, I think, arrive at our character by accident. We become who we are just through a series of accidental kind of wanderings, rather than saying, okay, I'm going to be really deliberate about who I am because I've decided what life is, I've decided what value is, and I'm going to try and be that. I'm going to try and live a life of value. So that's the kind of stuff we've been exploring today. Hope that gives you some sort of insight, and I will see you again next week.